right, hello. My name is Regina Dupree. I'm the minister at Indeed Transitional Outreach Ministry, Associate Minister. And we are in alliance with Food Recovery. And on Sundays we come out and we load the van up and we feed the homeless and indigent families. But before we go and do all of that, we compost. And the person that allows us to have all this great food, his name is Alan. And Alan is with Food Recovery. And I want Alan to explain to us about the composting and why it's so important. Amen? Alan, can you explain to us about the composting that we do over here?
Yeah. First, the name of my nonprofit is called Save the Food.
Save the Food.
And what we do is food recovery. We go to grocery stores and we get the leftover food every day and bring it to my cooler. And I distribute about 7,000 pounds of food every week. And Sister Regina comes on Sundays and gets a nice large load. What I'm doing here is a certain percentage of the food that the grocery stores give us isn't donatable. It's just degraded a little too much. So what do you do with food waste? You either feed it to animals or you compost it. Mm-hmm. So what this nice neighborhood has allowed me to do is have a composting system here. And the way this works is, in this last bin over here, I keep leaves and grass. We call that the brown, or carbon. And then the food waste is green, or nitrogen. Mm-hmm. So compost is made up of the carbon and the nitrogen, the brown and the green, or we call it the dry and the wet. So there's different ways to consider that. You combine the brown and the green, and you keep the moisture right in the pile. You keep it aerated, so there's some air in there. Otherwise, all that food will rot, and you don't want it to rot. You want it to decompose. There's a difference between rotting and decomposing. So with the right combination in the pile, you're decomposing the food waste along with the leaves. You toss it every couple, at first, a couple times a week, and then once a week, and then once a month. So what I have here is my add to pile. Mm-hmm. It's the active pile that we just are adding to. This one I just brought from over there over to here, so it's still pretty wet, and it's going to heat up to about 160 degrees. It's decomposing. With all that microbial activity, it gets very hot. And then we move it to this one, and it's cooling down, and it's decomposing. You can see it's smaller, so it's decomposing. And then we move it to here, you can see that one's even smaller. And then the last step, it takes about 6 weeks. You end up with this compost.
It came from all of that.
Yep.
Wow, amazing. It's all organic, correct?
So this is all food waste and leaves that's been sifted. We use this sifter here to get all the little pieces of wood and stuff out. And so we have a finished product there that can be added to garden beds. Whether it's a vegetable garden or flower gardens, you want to put a little bit around a tree. It's fertilizer. It's concentrated nutrition for plants. So that's it. We've taken good food from the grocery store, feed it to people. What can't be fed to people, we turn into compost, and that's the way you recycle every last bit of it.
So no food goes to waste.
No food goes to waste.
Amen. See, that's what we like. That's what we like. So we can actually do this at home, correct?
Oh, everybody can do this at home.
So instead of
whether they do this pile system and toss piles, or they have a compost bin, a tumbler, there's different ways of doing it at home.
Amen. Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah. And we also get plants, organic plants that we can use. And this fertilizer is going to work good with my plants, correct?
Sure. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I get excited when I keep the Lord living. I get excited. Amen. Amen. So we waste nothing. We waste nothing.
There is no such thing really. There shouldn't be anything as considered food waste.
So everything is
my saying is, It's only food waste when it's been wasted. So we really don't have any food waste.
There you go.
We've used it all up.
And everything is compostable.
Everything organic, paper, cardboard,
No.
leaves. It's all organic. It all can be composted.
Amen. Thank you, Alan, and thank you for servicing us. We appreciate it.
Absolutely, my pleasure.